So this is a trial with conventionally timber framed wood. It's just your standard 60 center studs with 800 millimeter center noggins. This is your classic Kiwi timber framing, and we've just done the top two panels, and it's occurred to me that I can improve this technique by putting shuttering between the these 1-inch batons here, so that that will not occur. The actual bamboo slats will be held tighter in the frame, and there'll be a board here so that this won't poke out on the bottom when I'm infilling, horizontally infilling on the ground. So we're going to do this one again. It hasn't turned out too bad, but I can see there's room for improvement there, and so we'll see how that goes. Okay, here's the shuttering system that I've just created, so that I can tamp the Pampas light earth mix down hard against the slats without it dropping through the bottom of the lattice of slats, as I've showed you in previous videos, where it is tended to poke out a bit, and so this now it's just going to hit hard against these shutter boards. Now we have the central board is a addressed 12 by 2 plank. The side boards are 200 millimeters or 8 by 2s, but you can cobble together whatever you've got. Down here you can see I've done a whole lot of 4 by 2s or 100 by 50s. So you'll see it just comes apart like this, and our slats just all end up at the right spacing. So we're going to load this timber frame up with the Pampas light earth infill, and we'll see how it looks. Yep. Okay, good morning YouTubers. So yesterday afternoon, using long hardwood poles and blocks, I managed to get this off the ground. You know, we're dealing with quite a heavy infilled frame here, and I have to be really careful about how I approach this. I didn't want to drop it on top of me myself and do some damage to my body and end up trapped under there. It's not like the other small test panels that I've been doing, which I can easily lift up by myself. So you know, we really need a good blocking tackle chain winch or something like this to do this job, with some scaffolding and geared it to, so you can see the shuttering, the 2-inch thick boards that I've used to create shuttering for the bottom of the frame, so that the infill got packed down better. So it's still a work in progress, but I'm really quite happy with the way it's looking at the moment. So children, please don't try this at home, but using props and drums and blocks, I managed to get it up quite successfully. Once I got it past the 45 degree angle, it was actually quite straightforward, and I've got to say I'm very impressed with this. I really think the shuttering system that I put on the ground made a big difference. It's definitely a lot tighter. The surface is more even, there's less stuff poking out. Not that a bit of stuff poking out is a problem, because when we put our next coat on, our brown coat, which is going to be a fibre clay mix, that'll tuck all this in, fill in any holes, and really, I mean, it's looking pretty damn good. And just got to got my this set up at the back here. I'll have to very securely nail this onto that, so that it doesn't go anywhere. Don't want us to fall on anyone's head. So here we have a 2.4 metre stud, conventionally framed timber frame. This is your standard New Zealand studs on 60 centres, noggins on 80, and yeah, I'm pretty thrilled about it actually. And when this dries off, and the thing I noticed about Pampas or cutty grass light earth is that it actually does dry off. Just got a bit of rain on it yesterday, but that was actually drying off very, very nicely. It was only about a week or two ago that we did that one. So but we had some rain and I didn't get my tarp on fast enough yesterday, but I could have shown you that was actually on its way to becoming bone dry. So yes, a very good result. One thing I've just noticed is I only just took the tarp off this. This is a 6x2 test panel here, so these walls are going to end up much thicker, but you know, just with half an hour of sun, the dampness, this test panel got caught out in heavy rain. I didn't get the tarp on fast enough yesterday, but something I think is a property of the cutty grass Pampas light earth. I think it dries very fast. That was quite damp when I took the tarp off half an hour ago, and now that the sun's on it, it's really dried off nicely. So around the back here we ended up with a real shaggy dog on this side, no shuttering there, and whereas this was the side that was on the ground, and you can see it's a lot tidier than what I just showed you on the other panel. but I think the heavy 2-inch planks that I'm using may not be the best option, and the better way to do the temporary shutting while ramming is probably just to screw some 1-inch planks like this on, which will allow you to lift it all up and then take the screws out and remove the shuttering very easily. That might be better than those heavy 2-inch planks that I'm using. So she's nicely secured now, very safe. I don't think it's going to drop on my or anyone else's head. Yeah, I think it's got potential. I'm quite convinced that horizontal loading is a lot faster than working on the walls when in the upright. This could be done right next to the foundation, so that it can just be like a tilt panel and just be infilled, and you know, the slats and the batons and all done on the ground. Much easier to work on the ground rather than climb up the top there and try and stuff you know, light earth fibres up on while standing on you know, your scaffolding. And so yeah, I think Pampas has got a huge future. It's a noxious weed, it's abundant out there, it's easy access, you don't have to wade through swamps like you do with raupo. It's available all year round. Raupo isn't it, because it goes green over summer, you've got to wait for it to die off again. This is a lot stronger than pine needles and doesn't have the nitrogenous content that hay has. It's got the silica, that's why you cut yourself with it. It's very easy, nasty cut. But when you shred it up, you know, put it through chop it up finely with some sort of machine, then it actually becomes quite easy to work with. You just need well, we work with bare hands with it when it's chopped up and nobody's cut themselves. Yeah, no, it's an interesting exercise, and I look forward to building a show home with this method. I look forward to plastering, to mud up the walls with fibered clay. We'll just go up to the batons. That'll give us an inch thick heavy fibered clay that is heavy in fibres, and then we'll have to probably put some hessian, scrim, whatever you want to call it. Plasters do not stick to wood. You have to put something rough, nail something rough over them. Chicken wire, hessian, whatever you got on hand. And then you could even have another inch. We could, as some guides for our screwing off, we could put some batons, 1-inch batons going vertical. Blanco does that, just to get a beautifully smooth, even, level surface. The appearances are everything. The finishing plasters is what sells this. Once they're tidied up and no one knows it's just mud and grass and bamboo in there, then they want to buy it. And yeah, I'm thrilled. Just thought I'd add a little extra on the state of the nursery here. Got kangama, got kamo. We've got our light earth blocks. This is a Miscanthus light earth block, hard as rock. That is gorse light earth, hard as rock. Hundreds of lettuce seedlings, tomatoes, kangama, the corn, the white maize that you make the rotten corn out of, the carving, the gourd for doing the carving, the same gourd the Maoris used to carry their water around on their canoes. So yeah, the nursery's going very nicely, even though I haven't got a proper greenhouse, and gets knocked out of it by heavy rain at night and all that, and things are slow because it's out in the cold. But this combo of light earth building and organic vegetable gardening and peat ovens, you can't beat it.